It's never too early to start talking about recruiting. The 2027 class is on its way to fall visits. Let's talk about it. Who is Bama interested in? Who's interested in the Tide? This is way offsides. 3, 2, let's go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Way Offsides, your favorite place to talk Alabama football, whether that be games, analysis, special guest, or even recruiting. You guys love recruiting. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. You might be asking, hey, Cotton, the Tide kickoff in 2 days. Why are we talking about recruiting? Well, Alabama is a great example right now of why recruiting is so important, because Bama will go to FSU with 2, possibly 3 starters out. And if you want to overcome that kind of issue with your team, you got to have depth, right? Well, how do you build depth? Well, there's 2 ways to do it in college football. You can do it through recruiting, or you can do it through the transfer portal. Alabama has been historically good at both. And even without Nick Saban, they remain historically good at both. The 2026 class is coming together nicely. It's coming together really, really good, actually. And I think that Alabama still has some prizes left as we move through the season. There's going to be a lot of folks taking visits. We did a video not long ago kind of highlighting everybody that was going to be on campus from the 2026 and the 2027 class. There are names that are going to show up who aren't on those lists. So I definitely suggest you go check that out as well. If you want to keep track of all of it, this is a great place to do it. You know, you can get your recruiting information everywhere else. We kind of do it all in one place. So leave a big roll tide in the comment box down below. Hit the subscribe button. And most importantly, hit the notification bell. Also, leave a thumbs up on this video, please. Helps us out a lot. But Alabama has recruited very, very well, and they have depth, which will show likely as they go down to FSU. The interesting thing about college football, what makes it so fun, the season in a way never ends, unlike the NFL, because as soon as you come out of the season, you start recruiting. And for people that follow recruiting, that's like a whole season within itself. It's a really good time to follow these kids as they go on visits, especially with the way college football has changed lately. And so in terms of NIL and things like that. So let's start talking a little bit about the 2027 class. We're starting to hear a lot of smoke around guys in this class. Really, I mean, some really high caliber elite talent that is very high on Alabama. And I think that will shift even further. That gap will widen as Alabama shows what they can do under Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb and Kane Womack in 2025. Now, first off, Alabama has a long storied history of really good linebackers, right? Linebackers in this Kalen DeBoer Swarm D system absolutely love it because they can be aggressive. They can showcase versatility. A guy like Xavier Griffin's a great example. He's a very versatile, fast sideline to sideline guy. He is going to shine. He's going to pop in Kane Womack's Swarm D. So looking ahead at the 2027 class, one guy right now that is very high on Alabama, as well as some other schools, let's be clear, is 4-star linebacker Caden Henderson. So for those of you who don't know much about Caden Henderson, Henderson comes out of Tampa, Florida, via way of Jesuit High School. He's a 6'2", 200-pound linebacker. He is the number 2 linebacker in the country, the number 3 player in the state of Florida, and he is a top 25 player in the country. Composite 4-star right now, likely will be a 5-star before it's all said and done. He has been all over the country on unofficial visits: Texas A&M, Texas, LSU, Ohio State, Miami. Florida is the biggest player here right now, but Alabama is going to get him on campus, it looks like, this fall, as well as, Ohio State, LSU. So Alabama's right there in the mix of this one. This is a kid who, very much like Xavier Griffin, has a lot of speed, has a lot of sideline to sideline speed. He's very versatile. I hate to use this comparison again, but it does remind me a lot of a Jihad Campbell type kid. He's a little bit of a throwback, honestly. He reminds me of those Saban era Reuben Foster type guys, just how aggressive he is in playing. So that's somebody to keep an eye on as we get closer. Obviously, there's a long, long way to go until these guys are signed and somewhere. We've got well over a year, but still, for those of you who follow recruiting, these are folks you want to watch as they take unofficial visits, and then we get into official visit season next summer. Now, next up, a position that Alabama is always going to go after are top-notch safeties. One guy right now that I think could shoot up the rankings that is very interested in the Tide is Knaz Sullivan. Right now, Rivals has him as a 3-star safety. He's got some growing to do. He's got some development. But the 6-foot, 180-pound safety out of North Stafford High School in Virginia ranks currently as the number 8 player in Virginia. He's a top 400 player in the country. I think he's like the number 41 safety. He's got offers from some big-time schools, though, including Penn State, Ohio State, Rutgers, Maryland, and Bama will be on that radar before long. And again, this is a guy that don't let the stars fool you. Courtney Morgan, Kalen DeBoer, and this staff are really good at evaluating talent. Not just evaluating talent, but evaluating talent that they can develop into what they need them to be. And this is one of those guys. I think this is one of those diamond in the roughs that I think Alabama could look forward to potentially offering and having down the road. Now, in the SEC, outside of good receivers, solid offensive line, hard-nosed running backs, and a decent quarterback, you need big-bodied, aggressive tight ends. Georgia has had a lot of success with using tight ends that way. Washington, Brock Bowers. Alabama has had a history of really good tight ends. O.J. Howard, Irv Smith Jr. The next great one could play football and basketball. Right now he's a composite 5-star with 247 Sports, Mr. Ahmad Hudson out of Ruston. I believe that's how you say it. Ruston. We'll say Ruston because it's fun. Ruston, Louisiana. The 6'6.5", 230-pound tight end is obviously there's a lot of SEC schools involved here. Texas A&M, LSU, Bama, Baylor, and Florida State are also involved here. He has 26 total offers as of now. He's taken a ton of visits, unofficially, of course, but he likely will be hopefully getting on campus this fall, according to Hayes Fawcett. Ahmad told Rivals that there are 8 schools right now who are really standing out in his recruitment. Alabama tops the list. You've got Texas in there, Nebraska, LSU, of course, because he's a LA guy, Ole Miss, Florida, Texas A&M, and Oregon. Gabe Brooks pretty much talks about how explosive he is, impressive he is. Gabe Brooks is a scouting analyst for 247. This was a kid that came in to play varsity as a freshman. He's huge, would be a huge pickup for the Tide. So those are just some names that I want you to watch as we go into the 2025 season, see if Alabama can get them on campus. Obviously, the most important visits happen at the end of the year next summer. But, we tell you all the time in terms of talking recruiting, follow the visits. And so we'll keep bringing you as much information as we can regarding what Bama's going to do in their 2027 class. A lot of these kids are going to be on campus for games this fall. Like I said, go check them out. Go watch that video. Trust me, there are an absolute ton of names on there, including a lot of guys who are already committed to Bama and have shut down. So they're going to help recruit these 2027 guys, which I think bodes well for the Tide as they shoot for another top 5 recruiting class in 2027 cycle. Thanks for sticking around with me. You guys have a choice in consuming your Alabama content, and we're happy that you're consuming ours. Please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell before you leave. Leave a big thumbs up on this video, and we will see you tonight at 8 p.m. on Thursday the 28th for our live show with Clint Lamb and our Week 1 preview. As always, say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands. Horns down. Beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too. Roll Tide.